In this video, I'm going to be reviewing my 2022 tournament performances and results. Some great things happened in 2022 and I achieved some significant milestones. However, I did also play pretty cack for the majority of the season, and this led to regular fluctuations in my confidence level. To help illustrate how I was feeling throughout 2022, I've plotted my confidence on a graph as a visual aid. All will become clear as we explore each tournament, and yes, June was a tough month. So, without further ado, here's my review of 2022. God, I'm a genius. Right, we start with the Craig Miller Park Open, which was my first event of the year in the second weekend of April. Quite simply, I shot 72, 77, the par's 70, so that was 9 over total, and I missed the cut by 2 strokes. That's it put simply. Of course, it's never that simple. I shot the 2 over par in the morning by double bogeying the last hole, which was quite disappointing. And with the 77, I managed to treble the 15th hole, which is a par 3 down the hill. I'll probably insert a picture here for positive memories. At least it has nice daffodils, am I right? So yeah, I trebled that, having fought all day. Some weird stuff happened on the 10th hole. If you want to hear all of that story, there's a whole podcast on it. You can go find that elsewhere on this channel. But the 10th hole rattled me, the 15th hole I made a treble, and then I missed the cut by 2. So that was a good start to the year. My second event of the year was at the Battle Trophy in Crail, literally the weekend after in April. This is how the Scottish Golf Order of Merit season always begins. And here with a par of 72, I actually shot 72, then 76 on the Saturday, and I made the cut comfortably. I think I made the cut by 5, and I was about 9 off the lead. And I was really delighted with this because this was my first cut made in a national event. And I was so excited that the next morning I shot a 75 and then didn't sign my scorecard correctly and got disqualified. Promptly disqualified from the best tournament result that I was ever going to have. So that was also quite disappointing to start the year. And it's a shame because, as you can tell from the graph, I was absolutely vibing. I'd put in good practice. I was hitting the ball as well as I ever have done. I was putting great, and everything was coming up roses, and I knew my results would come along soon enough. Next event was a 5-team championship at Pitreavie Golf Club. Still never know if I'm ever pronouncing that correctly. I think it's also known as Dunfermline Golf Club, so we'll just go with that. This was at the beginning of May, and I was representing my golf club here in St Andrews, the New Golf Club St Andrews. Shout out New Golf Club St Andrews, Semper Nova. And I'd never seen this golf course before, so I was taking it with a pinch of salt. I'd had a big drive up from Essex the day before, so my body wasn't in the best state. And I shot 77 plus 6, nothing remarkable. I kind of held together for a little bit. It was something like level par through 11, 1 over through 11, and then I finished 6 over, so cool story, bro. But the team did come 4th overall, and that was the best result in our team's recent history, so it was nice to be part of that. A week later was the RNA Gold Medal on the Old Course. Takes place every year, middle of May, and it's very special because it's a scratch competition held on the Old Course at St Andrews on a Sunday. Normally players are not allowed on Sunday except for special occasions. This is one of those special occasions. Not special for me though. I shot 76, 4 over, missed a cut by 4, great, 0 excitement. And at this point the confidence is starting to dip because now I'm not hitting it as great, not putting as well. Things are moving somewhat quickly in my head as we go into the club championships at the New Golf Club. Really special occasion. It's held over the course of a week at the end of May. Qualifying on the New and Eden courses, and I qualified fairly comfortably. I think I shot 75 on the new course and a 71 on the Eden course to qualify wherever I came. It doesn't matter because I got pumped out in the last 16, 4 and 3 comfortably on the old course in the match play. Again, special occasion to be playing on the old course in a match play, but who cares when you lose? So then that brings us to June. Oh, what a month. And actually, I didn't even play that many competitions here because at this point my confidence was pretty wrecked. And that brings us to the Tennant Cup, hosted by Glasgow Golf Club over the Glasgow Gales links and the Killamont course, which is a parkland course. And the short version of this story is I shot 79, 79 for a 158 total. But it's never that simple. This was truly a low point of my year, and not for every reason. It was a great time because it'd just been my dad's birthday. My dad was up caddying for me. It was a really special time, and he'd never seen these courses before. He was really excited, and I was excited to play, but I was also apprehensive because I hadn't been playing very well, and I wanted to do his trip justice as well. And we had practice round the day before. It was going to be really windy. We knew that from the forecast. It was going to be off the championship tips, and unfortunately I couldn't find any gain. So my goal for the whole day was just to stay even keel, calm, don't embarrass anyone. Let's just be a nice person today and not get too grouchy. Second hole of the day. We carved this drive so far right on the second hole at Glasgow Gales. Never saw the ball again and completely bottled it at that point. So I decided to basically fat hook 3 irons all day long from the championship tees at Glasgow Gales. So it was a bit of a slog. Couldn't get to a lot of the par 4s in 2. I was just absolutely grinding. I was putting from everywhere, trying to make pars, trying to keep it somewhat respectable, and trying to keep my mentality. All I wanted to do was make the best of the day, and I completely failed in that task because in the afternoon on the 8th hole out in the corner, I pulled this wedge. I fat pulled this wedge so badly that I just had a complete meltdown and successfully embarrassed both myself and my dad, and it was not a pleasant experience at all. Bit of a head off, not proud of it. It was a real low point for me. And then I promptly went on the 11th hole in the afternoon. I hit 2 balls straight right out of bounds and then made an 8 on this par 4. So, and those were with drivers, because at this point, like, we're gone. We're completely gone. So I made a quadruple bogey there, had a couple of doubles, obviously. I shot 79, and I missed the cut by 2 shots. I missed it by 2 shots. That's how windy it was. It was playing tough for everyone. I was just having such an internal battle that I didn't even realise that it could be difficult for everyone else as well. So that was interesting, that I felt I hit rock bottom and I missed the cut by 2 shots. So that was fun. That was on a Saturday, and open qualifying was on the Monday morning at Panmure. I love open qualifying, but my god, I really needed to find some game if we were going to have a nice time. My dad was going to caddy for me again. It was all part of the trip. And at Panmure, I actually gave it a pretty good fight. Putted really well that day. Love that course. Greens always suit me. I really see the lines well. I had a chance with 3 holes to go of posting 2 under, which would have been enough to get to final open qualifying. I would have needed to birdie the last 3. But they were playing straight downwind, so it was possible. But of course, I went par bogey bogey to finish with a 73. 73, 3 over par. Missed final qualifying by 5 shots. It was better than Glasgow Gales, but this is still June. We're not out of June yet. It just was not a good time for confidence-wise. So we take a bit of a break, do a bit of caddying, make some money, gain some experience, and then we come roaring back, end of July. It's the 5 Stroke Play Championship at London Links, and I shot 73, 71, 2 over par total, and I came 4th. I came 4th, and the top 8 qualified for the 5 match play. And the 73 that I had in that first round, I double bogeyed the 17th, hit it straight out of bounds, very stupid. And in the afternoon, I pulled it together and had a 71. So that was much more pleasant, good little confidence boost. I putted great that day. It was my first time using a line on my ball. Turns out using a line really helps you align. Who would have thought it? But yeah, that got the juices going. And then that takes us to the Eden tournament, held in St Andrews across the New and Eden courses in August. 2 rounds qualifying, the rest match play. I shot a 75 on the new course, not great. It was pretty bang average, put me on a qualifying number. And then I pulled out a 68 on the Eden, which was my best round of the year at that point by quite some way, and I 3-putted the last for it as well. There's just always a cloud to go with that silver lining. So we qualified pretty comfortably in the end. My game still didn't feel great. It still felt a bit patchwork, but there were signs of life until I got dumped out 7-5 in the last 64 the next morning. That was upsetting. Although the guy did end up being the eventual winner. Well done to him. And then that brought me to the weekend of the 5 match play. Quarterfinals, semi-finals in one day, and then the final on a different weekend. Played my good friend Alan in the quarterfinal. I was 4 down through 8 again, not great. But I lost 1 down. I put up a good comeback that day, and that was positive because I showed myself some character, but I still lost. So I lost in the quarterfinals of the 5 match play. Sick. Now, a real bright spot for me this year was the Alan Tate Get Back to Golf Tour. It had regular events running throughout the year, different courses around Scotland. You could play for voucher prizes throughout the whole time, but it had a grand final at the end at Dunbarney Links where I work, and that was something that I'd set a goal to try and qualify for by trying to gain enough order of merit points that it was the top 6 pros, top 6 amateurs. It's a pro-am tour. I wanted to be one of those top 6 amateurs to get some guaranteed prizes at the grand final, and we managed it. I qualified in 5th position on the amateur rankings, and there were lots of prizes on offer for a good performance at Dunbarney in that grand final, and unfortunately I had a pretty tough, emotional, mental day out there. Really ground it out well, very windy day, and then I had treble bogey 7 on 17, and then I bogeyed the last as well to end up shooting a 77 for a 5 over par round. Just a really sloppy, sad, disappointing finish to overall disappointing event season. And even with that finish, I ended up as the 3rd ranked amateur on the day out of the 6 of us, and I missed out on the 1st place amateur prize by 3 shots. So there ends my tale of heartbreak, my 2022 season. The season cost me £960 just in entry fees alone, and yeah, the results were a mixed bag. But wait, there's more. To end the year, there was a pleasant surprise, because the relative struggle that I'd been feeling throughout the season, trying to better my golf game, it was all made worthwhile by getting a county call-up to represent Fife and play some county golf against East Lothian. And this was my first time representing at the county golf level. The match was at Harburn Golf Club. It was a doubles format, 4-ball better ball. We lost our match, but the experience of being in there mixing it with the big boys was highly enjoyable. I would love to be able to do it again. Hopefully a lot this year. 2023. New year, new me. So after all of that, just for your information, my handicap as I speak is plus 1.5, and with some productive winter work, we should be being able to improve that so we can maximise our opportunities, play all the fun tournaments that we're eligible for next year. We will have many positive goals for 2023, but one of the main ones will definitely be to have much less eventful confidence level graph. I hope it's been a trusty companion to you throughout this video. It'd be nice to have a confidence graph for 2023 which is less like a roller coaster. You're going to join me as I upload the tournament vlogs to see if we've managed to achieve that. But until then, see you next time.